we couldn't figure out who the good guys and the bad guys were.
That's right. We went. Yeah, we went in there and like the jail staff was dressed in like
everybody was
white sleeveless
no,
t-shirts.
but remember they were all wearing blue jeans.
Yes, and they had like gold chains and
and
even the staff.
But I didn't see any badges. Yeah. So you know what? That could have been a situation where they were all criminals. Think about that. Because they didn't have identification on.
Yeah, I do remember that. That was
kind of spooky.
That was a unique situation. I had.
Unique is a way I would put it. Yes, it was.
Brought to you by Defense Forensic, where we find the truth in data. Hello and welcome to Digital Forensics Redefined podcast. This week, I sat down with retired Special Agent Greg Phillips from the Wisconsin Department of Justice, Division of Criminal Investigation. So I believe this one involved us having to go to Gary, Indiana to talk to an incarcerated individual.
Yeah. You mean he was in jail?
Yes.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah,
okay.
I think this one started with a phone call from the U.S. Marshals.
Yes.
A couple days prior from the living room of the guy we were looking for, letting us know that he was in custody and that the marshals were being friendly to him and all that stuff. So, yeah. So we go to Gary, Indiana by motor vehicle. We didn't ride a horse or take a train or nothing. We drove.
Well, yeah.
And so we get down there. It's a little bit of a trip from where I'm at and where you're at. And we get into Gary, Indiana about lunchtime. And then you wouldn't let me eat.
What? Wait a minute. Okay.
There was a food mart right on the main street we were on.
Well, yeah. In Gary, Indiana, there is a food mart on every main street in Gary, Indiana.
Yeah. And there was a bunch of, looked like seemingly nice people outside.
Oh, right. Yes, Gary, Indiana. Sure, you're right, because you see, okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
So
this ought to be good.
To make a long story short, I ended up having to skip lunch. You made me crawl in the back seat and hide.
Yeah, because I didn't want to be seen with you in Gary, Indiana.
Yeah.
We couldn't figure out who the good guys and the bad guys were.
That's right. We went. Yeah, we went in there and like the jail staff was dressed in like
everybody was
white sleeveless t-shirts.
No, but remember they were all wearing blue jeans.
Yes, and they had like gold chains and
and
even the staff.
But I didn't see any badges. Yeah. So you know what? That could have been a situation where they were all criminals. Think about that. Because they didn't have identification on.
Yeah, I do remember that. That was
kind of spooky.
That was a unique situation. I had.
Unique is a way I would put it. Yes, it was.
Not to mention my stomach's growling because you don't want to be eating food.
So then you get this brilliant idea when we're leaving. Oh man, hey, we should go. How about we go get some pizza? Okay, pizza. Yeah, pizza. Oh man, I know the world's greatest pizza.
Hey, it was good pizza.
It might have been, except I was so hungry I would have ate the tablecloth. Jeez.
I didn't realize that.
You didn't realize it was halfway to Chemung or something?
Well, I didn't realize coming from Gary, Indiana, that the pizza joint that I wanted to go to was a little bit south. Like Matson. South.
What you didn't see the sign Mexico like 100 miles or something?
No, I missed that one, but
yeah, you did.
We got to the pizza joint, but see and then you almost made me stop at McDonald's.
Yeah, because I wanted to have. By the time I needed something to eat because this trip to the world's greatest pizza place was like forever.
Yeah, it was a few hours.
Quite a few hours.
And I didn't take the interstate. I took like the
you
main
took
roads.
Every back road that you could find and stuff.
Because there's so many back roads in Chicago. Like rural country road, gravel roads up there.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
So
I'm sorry.
Was the pizza good?
The pizza, if I remember correctly, was excellent, But we got a big one too.
I'm sure we did. Yeah, we didn't do much small when it came to lunch.
Small. The two of us doing something small. Are you kidding? No.
I'm pretty sure we had an appetizer before the pizza because you were.
We
so
had
hungry.
to have an afrotizer before the pizza. we did.
And I don't drive slow, so I mean it had to have been a little. It was a few miles, but I think it was just a road construction jammed us up or something.
What? A few miles. Come on, seriously, a few miles. Yeah. Oh yeah, and then we hit construction, and that didn't help the situation much either. You know, and every time I swallowed, my stomach said thank you.
So we had ultimately the resolution to this is we had an hour interview at a jail in Gary, Indiana, and a 16-hour pizza trip.
Yes, exactly.
And then a 2-hour drive home. I drive fast.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, and then, because then I had to drive I had to go back to Toma. Oh no, you came down. You met me in Madison.
I think I met you in.
Yeah,
Madison
you came to the house in Madison.
Yeah, because I mean, even though we were kind of technologically challenged, or at least we didn't refer to Google Maps at the time, we probably had it.
Google Maps was it invented? I don't think it was.
I think it was. Well, but you still had that paper atlas thingy with the road names and the states and stuff.
Yeah, it's called a map.
Maps.
Map. Yeah, it's called a map. Yeah. You know, they still have those out. That you just don't see them very often.
Yeah.
You know, really.
Yeah, technology's changed a little bit since we're doing this too, huh?
Yeah. I mean, technology definitely has changed a little bit.
When I remember, I mean, it was 1999 when I started at Toma PD. We still had to put
18, you said 1899?
1999.
Oh, 1999.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Back when we still had to put the VHS tapes in there for when we got our first squad cameras.
Good. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I got one better. I got one for you. You ever heard of the Niagara?
No.
It was the Niagara was like 4 inches by 3 inches, I think it was. And it was actually a reel-to-reel.
So it was a recorder?
It was a recorder. And you had to, if you wanted to do some undercover stuff, you had to put that on a person. It was high-quality recording, but it was about as big as a battleship.
So it actually had like the old film reels in it?
Yes.
Like it wind from one onto the other?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
How did you upload what is it?
Niagara.
A Niagara to the cloud at that point?
What cloud? The only clouds we had was the cumulus and the rumulus and all them other
the white fluffy ones.
The fluffy ones.
Yeah.
The toilet paper clouds where they made, smart,
Yeah.
But you remember one time we were wiring up somebody and we were sitting in the car listening to him on the wire, and we were getting bored. And I said, you know what? Wouldn't it be nice if that's when we sent dude into the church, and we were sitting there, and I said, we told him not to say certain things or do certain things, and he did several of the things we told him not to do on the body wire. And so I said, wouldn't it be nice if we could, like, send an electric volt through the body wire and zap their butt when they do something stupid? and it was like, yeah, that would be great.
Yeah. What about, I'm just trying to think of some other escapades I guess we had. Oh,
what?
Remember when I took you on your first
field
trip to
Hustler,
Wisconsin?
The Hustler. The only time they see black folks in Hustler is when the color goes out the TV.
Yeah, well, we were getting ready to arrest a bunch of people the following day, and we had 100 cops coming.
150
to help us arrest 35.
Yeah,
there's
we
35
had
people, and got all these cops coming, and we got the the National Guard
Yeah.
thing, and we got all this going
2
on.
o'clock in the morning. You want to go to Hustler.
So we want to go out and make sure that there's actually going to be people around and be able to direct this stuff the following
And you,
day.
2 o'clock in the morning, you want to go to Hustler.
Well, we had 2 people up there we had to find.
And 2 o'clock in the morning, you want to go to Hustler.
Well, yeah, we're passing through town, and I thought I pull up in front of one of the
The
bars,
Hustler Inn.
the Hustler Inn. I pull up in front of the bars, and their doors open, and I just remember you kind of looking down there, and you're like,
No, not happening. No.
And I was like, what?
No.
We're just going to get a soda.
No. In Hustler.
Yeah.
In Hustler. Not me. I'm not going to Hustler. Not at 2 o'clock in the I'm not going to Hustler at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Have you lost your mind?
So there's a pattern developing with these stories that we're telling. You're starving me. Now I'm dying of thirst.
Yes.
I'm sleep deprived.
Yes.
And then you blame me for taking the scenic route.
And getting us not lost, but confused. Confused. Yes. But I will say you did know the world's greatest pizza place, I think.
Thanks for watching this episode of Digital Forensics Redefined, featuring retired Special Agent Greg Phillips. Thanks for watching our podcast this week, brought to you by Defense Forensic, where we find the truth in data. And before you go, please make sure to click that subscribe button and post any comments you may have about this week's episode below. Also, check out our website at defenseforensic.com for more information on services for individuals and organizations that require expert analysis of digital evidence. And once again, join us right here on YouTube for future episodes.